Today we discuss the biggest shows of the year and how you can benefit. Welcome back to Sports Cards with Joe
and Doug.
And Doug, today we are back in the studio after a long haul. I see you've...
It's been so long, I've turned into an old man.
Yes, you have. So I think we were already old men, but it's just more evident now. So.
Oh man, that hurts, Joe.
But we're not grumpy old men, so that's good.
But I work here at a baseball card store. I feel so young. I still feel like I'm 14 years old.
Yeah, we do get excited when we see those incredible cards come in, and we love to see our customers get back big grades on cards. And so today we've got a lot to talk about, a lot of ways we can assist you and letting you know where we're going to be. If you want to get Doug's autograph, you can come get that. So we've got a lot of big shows coming up, Doug. We're going to be, starting next week, we're going to be in Nashville for their July 4th show. We will be there. Our team will be there setting up on the 4th. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, open to the public. And we're going to have 60 feet of tables there. We're going to be taking submissions on site. We're going to be doing on-site pre-screening. First time ever. So if you want to explain that, it's going to be $10 a card for 24-hour service where you can drop your cards off. And if you want to share more about that process.
Definitely. We are excited to kind of roll this out, give it a trial run. We're going to do it at Nashville and also at the National in Cleveland.
Yep.
But drop your cards off one day, and by the next morning, basically 24 hours later, we're going to give you a full detailed screening, which means we pass and approve cards that get 9s and 10s, and then we reject cards that are below that, and also mark the errors and the deficiencies in the cards and maybe even give you an estimated grade. Hopefully you can take that information and learn from it and maybe do your own screening. Help us out here. We definitely feel like it's a team effort. We help you with your cards, but you can also help us on your end as well.
Yeah, so we're excited. We're kind of test marketing it at the Nashville show to get any kinks out of the system, to test it out, see what kind of volume we take in. We may have to cut it off if the volume is too big because there's only so many cards we can get to overnight. But we plan to do this at Nashville and at the National. And exciting news at the National, this year we're going to actually have 12 team members on site. We have a 600 square foot booth, the largest we've ever had in the decades we've been setting up at the National. 600 square feet of cards, collectibles, autographs, and more. And we'll have 2 stations at the National where you can drop off consignments and you can drop off cards for grading. So really excited about the space of what we'll be able to offer this year. But before we even get to those shows, let's talk about this. For the first time ever, we're offering show consignment services where you can send your cards into us. We will offer them to the public at these shows, of course, through our consignment program. For the big shows, we're basically limiting it to like $500 and up value because we only have so much space. But Doug, what do you think? I think that'll greatly broaden the selection we're able to bring.
Definitely, absolutely. We always have a great selection of all the sports out there, but some of our consigners and some of their cards are even older, a lot of vintage cards, a lot of older cards, and it's a great way to get them out. You can see them. It's a little bit nicer to see them right in person instead of on a link on eBay. But I think it's very exciting. I think there's going to be a great deal of success with that.
Yeah, we sold a number of big ticket cards for consigners last year, and that was just more of like, hey, you already consigned with us for eBay. Would you like to consign? So some of those took advantage of it. This year we're actually rolling it out as a formal program where you can contact us if you don't want the cards sold on eBay, but you would like us to offer them at a show. We can do that. So we have a phenomenal consignment program, very streamlined, very efficient, where we offer cards for a number of consigners across the globe to our global customer base. But and the world will be coming to these shows because
sure.
not only we will be doing Nashville, then the National. After that, we will be at New York City Fan Fest. We're one of the select vendors that was asked to take a booth at this event. We're very excited at the Jacob Javits Center. That will be mid-August there with several hundred autographed guests. Tom Brady's going to be there, Eli and Peyton, Sabrina Ionescu, Hulk Hogan, Derek Jeter.
Hundreds, literally
hundreds of guests. And all the details haven't been shared yet, but there's going to be large number of guests. There's going to be from what I'm being told, it's going to be unlike anything we've ever seen. For it's not your traditional card show, which we love traditional card shows, but it's going to be more of a multimedia event where there's going to be all types of interactive things going on, things with the athletes. I expect to see a lot of them on the show floor, hopefully.
So it almost sounds like a VIP event for the whole event.
Correct. And so it's going to be, I think a lot of show promoters are going to be at this, whether they set up or not, just to get an eyeful of how it's done. This is Fanatics. Fanatics is not going to want to do it halfway. It's their first major show. I'm sure it's going to be an outstanding event. They've already announced future shows this year. There's going to be a big one in Orlando later this fall. There's going to be one in Pittsburgh. So they've got more coming, and so we're excited to be a part of it and to see what's going to happen there. So again, if you want to consign for any of these shows, just send us an email, send us a message. You can give us a call, whatever you'd like. But if you want to see us in person, if you want to drop off your cards, you can do that. If you want to have overnight screening, you can pay for that. If you want to consign with us on site where we can review your collection on site, you can even contact us ahead of time to make appointments with us. They will get booked quickly. So if you're serious and if you've got a set or a big collection you want to bring out to any of these shows, please contact us ahead of time because there's only a couple of us and the rest of our team, and so the time gets eaten up quickly at these big events. So it's rare we can get you out of the office, Doug, because there's so much screening going on right here. And I saw
absolutely.
Yes, I've seen record numbers are happening still. PSA, SGC saying record numbers, and we're a big part of that. We're a small part, but we do send them many thousands of cards. So anything unique you've seen lately come through?
No, I am amazed at how many submissions we get from the same person. They like our service. It's a huge compliment to me. I love seeing the same names over again. I really, I try to do a good job. I take my time and I love doing it. And when you have a passion for something, you usually get good at it. And now that I've been doing it for as long as I have, I feel very confident and I love helping people. So I get high fives, I got a hug, and I get a lot of happy faces. So the 3 H's in my pre-screening, I really try to take care of people, and thank you.
Yeah, and I know all of our submitters appreciate the work you do on them and the work that our entire team does, because our customer service guys all do a fantastic job communicating, and shout out to Tyler and Mitchell and Jim who do all the communication with our customers and as those submissions come in, because every day we've got buckets full of stuff we're opening and screening and going through, and it's quite a with one day we'll have to do a behind the scenes tour.
Well, I'm telling you,
people would be blown away at all the layers of processes we have here that we go through for cards.
It's 100%. And yet each one of those stages, we have such detail-oriented people, such organized people. It's very difficult to keep up with 6,000 people's different card quantities and amounts. But we've been doing it now for 4 years, and I don't think we've disappointed any single person. Could be one or two over the years, but we have it streamlined and we do a really good job.
Yeah. Well, we've truly been taking submissions in since '98 but as far as the explosive growth, really
For pre-screening, for sure.
Right. Since we started doing all the pre-screening services, correct. So it has been decades of taking cards in, but the pre-screening really for the last 4 years. So happy to continue to offer the industry's best service on that. And so if we can help you with any of the things we've discussed, if you need help getting your cards graded, getting them consigned to us, you can also send us cards to grade and then consign. We have plenty of collectors who do that as well. You send them for the purpose of getting them sold. We love to work with those collectors. So love to see you at these shows. If you can't make it to the shows, send those cards in to us and we will provide top-notch service for you. So appreciate everyone tuning in today. We will be back with more content soon, but we hope to see you in person at these shows coming up. Thanks for tuning in today. Signing off for Joe.
And Doug.